Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. Let me show you, actually I'm not going to show you the shelves I've been working on because looking at shelves is kind of boring. But as I'm trying to get my fingers around the Hoard, arms, I don't know, whatever, around the Hoard, I've been trying to understand exactly what's in it and what needs to find a new home, what needs to move on, and so forth. And I just uncovered this trailer, another boatload of crap. And in my boatload of crap, I'm just trying to see what I got. So this is an Agway tractor. I think it's got my favorite motor in it. Yep, I like that motor, so that's a good thing. Back tires look like they're holding air. Front tires don't look horrible. Then comes a Troy belt. You look like a hydro. A Troy belt with a hydro. And for motor, you got the overhead valve thing, 17 horsepower. And next up is a Craftsman, and you look like you got a I see 1 through 6. So I think you got your standard transmission and my favorite motor. I like that kind. I don't care much for overhead valve motors. I mean, they work and they seem to hold up. I mean, I'm not in love with this kind of motor. And then comes a Kubota with a diesel in it. Kubota. This is a shame. I just got this sitting out here, rusting away. I don't know what it's got for a diesel. A little 2-cylinder diesel looks like. He's still free. Still free to go round and round. So anyway, a G4200, an old Kubota with a diesel. And last but not least, a Go Kart. This one has front and back suspension. And looks like it's got a torque converter too. For some reason I thought it had a centrifugal clutch, and that's why I wasn't doing much with it. But if it's got a torque converter, it's actually worth putting some time and effort into. Anyway, Yerf Dog. So that's what I got. It looks like the tires on that Kubota are about done. That Kubota also weighs somewhere around 14 tons. I mean, it's probably a 600-700 pound machine. It weighs a lot. Whilst I was beating through some of these sheds, thinking of some stuff that needs to find a new home, I'm going to put this on the pile, the needs a new home pile. And if somebody wants it, boy, it weighs a lot. They really kind of want to get to me pretty quickly, because as I was picking it up, I was looking at the engine plate, thinking, boy, I didn't have to spend all that time cutting out that last engine plate. I could have just kind of made use of this one. So, I mean, it does have good steering components. Oh, another C steering wheel. You dizzy, you gonna come down for this one? Bring the maid with you, or the boss, or the driver, whatever you want to call her. Probably easier to just roll this forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag that over to the side for the other stuff that's up for adoption. And then you guys could look at all of it at once. I know it's easier to start and drive it, but I think last time I had that one out, I was beating about the property and it ran out of gas. I feel like a caveman dragging home a wildebeest. Caveman dragging dinner home. So, yeah, we're dragging this off. Okay, so there's the pile of stuff that needs to find its way to adoption. This is a TRX 200. You can see the foot pegs on there. The rear axle still has the bolts on it. The front forks, the whole bit. So that has to go, and these other two have to go. You can see the, I think, what was this? This was a 250 SX. And I don't know what that was. Probably another. Probably those two are probably about the same. It's probably another a different year, but an ATC 200. Might be a 185. Might be a 200S, but I'm thinking 200. So anyhow, yep, these are up for adoption. And once again, get to me fairly quickly. This is the brakes. That's not. That's not an axle. That's the brake. The axle's actually cut out of this. The axle from this thing is in my golf cart with the quad engine in it. And there might be another couple that go on that pile. Yeah, I didn't think that Yerf Dog, or whatever one wants to call it, had a torque converter. Now that I realize it has a torque converter, I'm probably going to get it running. See what I'm going to do with that one. Should put that away. Alright folks, I think I really want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember, if you guys see anything interesting as I show you this stuff, let me know. Some of it is available for almost nothing, like that. Probably what I should do is put the whole pile together, because there's a couple of 50cc mini quads that are in various states of disrepair that also need to to find a home. I should put them on the pile too and try to see if somebody will come and get it. I had 24 Redding came all the way from Ohio, near Toledo, to pick up those golf carts. As a matter of fact, you guys should go check out his channel. He got the 2-cycle one to fire up. He didn't shoot any video of it, unfortunately, but he got it to fire up, and it was just kind of whining away, racing, and that's kind of like a 2-cycle with a vacuum leak, so he's got to track that down, the vacuum leak on that. But it's pretty cool that he got it started. That means all the electricals are good, right? The starter's good, all that stuff is good. So the other one, he's gonna put a straight axle in, like this guy, turn it into an off-road cart. So that's a completely different gig. And then I give him a motor. The quad, I don't know what he's going to do with the quad, if he's going to cut the front end out of it and put it in there or not. Alright folks, I really want to thank y'all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and please, please get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now folks.